Hello everyone, it's Brian Rufkahr again with Schneider Real Estate. Just wanted to bring another quick segment to you. I'm calling this one Tuesday's Tips. And what the goal is just to provide a couple quick tips that will hopefully help you in regards to real estate. So what I'm going to get into today has to do directly with buyers on the buy side. So there's a couple things. Probably the most important thing to be prepared before you really get too far into the process is going to be to get a pre-approval from a lender. That does lots of things, but the main thing that it really does is it's being prepared up front and allows me to do my job properly so that whenever we find something that you really love, I can act quickly and secure the property for you. What can potentially happen, because I've worked with a few people that thought that maybe it was a better idea to find the house first as opposed to getting pre-approved. And the reason that that's not recommended for lots of reasons, but two specifically, is that one, that doesn't allow us to really know what we're working with. So we could go look at a property that you absolutely fall in love with. Then we try to do the pre-approval process and come to find out you have something on your credit report, you have a judgment against you that now that price range that you budgeted for that you thought you could afford, you can no longer afford. And now we can't even get the house. And that's very emotional. The other thing that can happen is if you do that and then let's say you can't afford the house. Well, let's say we go walk the property on a Saturday and that process for pre-approval might take a few days. Well, by the time come around Monday, Tuesday, and you've got that paper in your hand ready to write an offer, well, now that house is gone. So that's how the market's been. So really it's about being prepared. But the way that I relate it is it's kind of like checking your bank account before going on a shopping spree. You just want to make sure that you're prepared and that we're good to go before we get really too far. And then again, it's very emotional. So that's one tip. Another tip is going to be buyer consultation. So these are things that I know not all realtors do. I have found it to be extremely beneficial, especially with first-time home buyers and even with people that have bought a home, because most of the time we don't buy and sell homes every 2 years. It is something that maybe you do a couple times throughout your lifetime, so there is usually a pretty good span of time between them. So it's just like a refresher course. But essentially for that first-time home buyer, the benefit is it allows me, and what I do is I'll meet you at like a Panera or something like that, a neutral place where we can sit down and have coffee for about 30 minutes. And it allows me to go over the particulars of exactly what the process involves, what an appraisal is, what's title insurance for. It is a very complicated process and it can be overwhelming if you're trying to do it by yourself. And that's what I'm here to do, is basically take that stress out of it, let you enjoy and appreciate the fun things of finding the home, going to the closing and getting the key and open it up for the first time and things like that. And let me handle all the difficult stuff where you got to go in the trenches and go to war. So it also allows me to kind of get a feel for you, also for you to get a feel for me. It's kind of like dating. You want to make sure that the person that you're working with, you can trust and rely on, because again, this is a very emotional process and it's very detailed, and you just want to really have confidence that that person has your best interest at heart and they're going to do whatever they can to take care of your needs and your wants and all that good stuff. So that's another tip that I definitely recommend. And then the third thing that I recommend is trying to get a list of your wants and needs. So a lot of the times people have the basic information. Yeah, I want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in St. Charles County or wherever that area is and whatever those things are. But the more detailed and the more information that you provide to somebody like myself, the better it is for you, because the more I know about what you're looking for, the better I can serve you. The really helpful thing too is to prioritize. So if you can put them in like, hey, these are the most important things at the top, all the way down to the bottom. Most of the time, people are, especially first-time home buyers, they're not building new construction, so they don't really have much of a say specifically like, hey, I want you to build this, this, and this. So it's not that my goal isn't to find you exactly what you're looking for and checks all of the boxes, but a lot of the times what ends up happening is, okay, we got 9 out of 10 things. Are you flexible with this 10th thing? And so prioritizing it in that list fashion from most important to least important is helpful. And also sometimes telling me what you don't like. And I ask that a lot in showings, hey, tell me what you don't like about this property. The more information I know about what you like and even what you don't like, the better it is for me, because that way when I'm looking at properties with you and we're trying to find something that's going to work, I know exactly and can more pinpoint, so that way when we go to show a property, it's a property that has the highest potential, and before we even step in the door, you're like, this could be the one. That's the goal. So other than that, I'll be back tomorrow with another segment of Walkthrough Wednesdays. If you guys have any questions or you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I'd love to help you or your family or friends with anything that they might need. So talk to you guys later.